Welcome to Smiley Seeks, doesn't know what she's doing. I'm going to look through some coins today. I'm going to start with 10-cent pieces. I have got the pages from the Royal Australian Mint at hand to tell me the mintage. I would like to keep one of every year minted, and as I get better quality pieces I will be swapping them in my collection. I'm going to cut through the sorting because that's pretty boring for you guys and I don't have an interesting story to tell while I do that. The next images you will see will be each year in order. Ta-da! All sorted into years starting from the 1960s, 70s, 80s, 2000s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s and the 20s. Now I'm going to go through them, some piles quite nicely. You won't see everything because that's boring again. We want interest. These are 1966, the first year of distribution for the new decimal currency in Australia. You can see this one has severe post-mint damage that you might also see as PMD. Very lovely and squashed, very smooth actually on that squashed side, but you can still see the Queen's head and part of her name and the year there. It's a bit tricky to see, but come on camera, yeah, not very good. But you can see that it hasn't been circulated very well. Oh, come on. Maybe you can't. Oh, starting to. Anyway, the ridges are on the side. So, but that's a keeper because it's 1966. Now, my collecting is mostly aesthetics with some to do with value. 66 wasn't a very big, exciting year. There was still 30 million minted at the Royal Mint of RML, Royal Mint London, and 11 million minted at the Royal Australian Mint. 11 million is not that much for the first year of issue. And I can't tell yet which ones are which. So that's something hopefully that I'll learn. Now, even this 10 cents is in really poor shape. I'm going to keep it just because it's a 66. This one is okay. Fair circulated condition. You can still clearly tell that it's a 10-cent piece, no worries. Now, on the 1966, you're looking for a rotational die error. What that means is the Queen's head is at a different angle from the tail side. So this is what we'd call 12 o'clock, and this is also what we'd call 12 o'clock. Let's pretend that a die error, rotational error, would be when you turn it around and the Queen's head's pointing another direction. For example, like that. Not a real example. And that can be worth money. But no, this is a plain one. Not in great nick, but we'll keep it. If I get some better quality ones, I might pop these back in circulation, and you never know, I might get it back and go woohoo and try to keep it. All right, let's put those in my keeping jar. Got a couple of 1968. Do you ever keep coins from your birth year if you're born after 1966? Oops, I'm doing nothing. There's the good old lyrebird. So 1968, I said 57.2 million at the Royal Australian Mint. The only other coin printed at the Royal Australian Mint London was the 1981. That was also printed at the Royal Australian Mint. Where else? Scanning. No, and that's it. So just those two, 66 and 81. All right, pause while I go through the others to see what I can see. Here's a 1981. Can you tell if it's an RAM or an RML? I certainly can't. Here are three from 1974. Now, there were 46.6 minted at the RAM, so that's not an especially low number. But how do you decide which one to keep? I'm definitely not going to keep this one because you can see that there's some patterning and gunk catching itself there and not really great there. This is very common, but sometimes you just want a shinier coin. Whoops. And a bit shinier, pretty nice, and a bit shinier. So it will be a toss-up, between these two, but I think I'll keep this middle one. Go into my, whoops, wrong derp, my keeping pile, and you two can go into my spending pile. Pause. And there we go. That's the collection of individual years or special years. So 3 times 1966, 1968, 1970, 71, 73, 74, 75, 77, 78 and 79, 1981 and 1988, 1992, 93, 99, 2001, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2010, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2020 and 2021. You can see here that the Queen's effigy has changed. Her crown is quite different and she looks a bit older and has a necklace there between 1981 and 1988. I don't know what year it changed. And then here between 1993 and 1999 it's changed again. And then down here between 2014 and 2020 it has changed once again. Now 2022 is when the Queen finally, I shouldn't say that, when the Queen passed away and the Mint decided to stop producing her effigy. And so that has an extremely low mintage, and that will be a collector's coin for now. Wait, pause. Yes, 2022 currently has just over 4 million marked as being minted on the RAM website, but we won't have full details until later in the year in the annual report, but it is something to keep an eye out for. So if you're wanting to collect coins, join a local coin collecting group, whether that be on the internet or in your community. There are a couple of coin collecting books that will help you out. The most common ones are the Rennick, RENNIK, and the Pirate book. And of course the Royal Australian Mint.gov.au, is RA mint.gov.au, I take that back. Those links will be in the description, and I will see you soon. Bye. This is Smiley6 signing off.